Good post-Thanksgiving afternoon to you folks. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your families. Couple things really quick that made me, I do videos from time to time when I see things that I think I should talk about, even though sometimes I have no business talking about them, but I do my best, you know. I see a couple things coming up. There's been a couple of rumblings about another potential severe weather event coming up next Thursday, which would be incredible. I think if that one were to pan out, that would be spring saying, you know what, I had a talk with fall and we've totally ganged up on you. Because if you all remember, we were extremely lucky last spring. We just didn't have anything in terms of severe weather, and I think this fall payback has been, you know, pretty bad. So anyway, what am I looking at here? Well, we are looking at GFS temperatures. I'm going to show you something real quick. This is the global forecast system, one of the models we use, and it's a model that's bashed on quite a bit because the GFS is usually behind when it comes to usually plays catch up to a model we call the European, which the Europeans own and operate, which quite frankly its verification scores, it's just a better model than GFS. So but our government is working to improve the global forecast system. Let's hope that continues. Anyway, enough of that jargon. Let's go forward here. Hour 126, which would be December 4th, Wednesday. You can see the southerly wind starting to kick up here. You can see this, what we call warm air advection, WAA. You're going to hear me talk about that a lot when we deal with our snowstorms and how bad it can be. But you can see 50s and 60s are starting to shoot up into Missouri. Yep, that means we got a problem because look back here, we've got 20s, and well, we got this class for an air mass right here. We've got something in between, which would be called another cold front, but this one's much more powerful. This one's got much more cold consequences coming in behind it than all the other ones did. Now, the thing that bothers me a little bit, and I'm not going to get into upper aerodynamics today because this storm that's coming, I'm not quite convinced yet. I'm 50-50 with it. There's a couple things that aren't lining up for me, but again, we are a week out. I mean, we're talking 6 days from now. You know, it's next Thursday we're looking at. Come tomorrow or the next day, things could start lining up, and we'll be sure to jump on it. A lot of people that will, I'm sure, catch it. So, as you can see, we get into Thursday. Okay, you can see. Guess where the front's at? Boom, right in there. Look at that. Plain as day. 36 in northern Missouri, 55 in southern Illinois. That's a 20-degree temperature drop. So you know when you see this kind of map, when you see this kind of warm air advection shooting up, you've got some problems behind here. You've got a cold front that's responsible for this. It's a clash with the air masses. It's exactly what it is. So let me go to hour 144. Okay, yeah, here would be close to the time we were expecting severe weather. I would like to see these yellows, which would be 57, 60. I'd like to see them advect a little bit higher up in Indiana for more of a severe threat. But right now, I'm looking down in here in this area potentially. Okay, this is where the 500 millibar winds, which I won't explain. This is where they seem to be the strongest right now. Now, will they advect up in Indiana? I don't know yet. We'll see. But it is on my radar. It's on other people's radars. We started catching our attention last night. There is something there, as you can see. There is a major cold front there. But look up in here, folks. This is 12 below for a high. See that right there? 12 below for a high. That's the maximum temperature. That's shooting down. Okay, and I'm going to show you here in a second what's actually going to stop that. Okay, there goes our cold front through. You can see it right there. Okay, hour 150 it shoots through pretty quick. Okay, we're at 18Z on December 5th. And by Friday it's gone. I mean, the cold front's through, and we could see potentially something that I call flash freezing behind this. And what happens is you get heavy rain, and all of the temperature drops so fast behind it, the rain just flash freezes is what I call it. You'll see puddles, maybe flash freeze. There could be I haven't seen anybody mention this, but it's something I was thinking about last night. Is this, as cold as this Arctic air mass is, this could be a flash freeze threat, meaning all the puddles you see left over from the rain we're going to get just completely freeze over that fast. Because look at this drop. It's massive. It's just so quick. 24 in eastern Iowa, 30 in western Illinois, 37 here. I mean, 50. It's just a fast drop. So, okay, this is what I really want to show you right here. And this is the European maximum 2 meter temperature. I don't have temperatures up. I just want to show you. You know, okay, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Bright colors, warm. Darker, more ominous looking, nasty looking colors, cold. Okay? Let's watch this right here. I'm going to show you the only saving grace we may have of us not getting better. Okay, can you see our storm? Here it is right here. Look, there's our cold front. The Euro's picking up on it nicely, but the Euro's advecting warmer temperatures up in here. Okay, it's advecting 60s up in here, which would be a problem. Especially from right in this area right here. This would be a problem right in here if this pans out the Euro. And the Euro is generally better at this time range. This is the Euro's dangerous danger range. This is when it usually gets it. So let's go forward a little bit. 168 hours out. This would be Friday. The Euro's a little bit slower, it looks like. So anyway, this is what I want to get past this. Okay, we've dealt with the severe weather. Look at this that is trying to come in here, folks. This is beyond. This is insanely cold air. Okay, if you look over here at the chart, this is some 30 to 35 degrees below normal. So like I said, we're talking of highs up in here in the below digit range, maybe 5 below, 10 below highs. Okay, now you're sitting here wondering, well, it's still coming. Is it going to make it to Indiana? Maybe not, and I'll show you why. It's because of this right here. See this right here? See this anomaly right here where these temperatures are above normal? This is what we call the Southeast Ridge. Well, guess what? We're in the middle of a duking zone right here in Indiana. The Southeast Ridge wants to stay put. This wants to try to come. Well, we're right in the middle of what we call a boundary. Okay, and something's going to give. If I had to guess, I would say the Southeast Ridge is going to win out. We won't get it nearly as cold as this, I don't believe. I'd say highs in the maybe upper teens, 20s may hit us here. We just have to watch. If this thing gets stronger and it pushes this Southeast Ridge out of the way, we could be talking record-shattering cold here. But we just don't know yet. Okay, we're 198 hours out. Now there's going to be severe cold up in this area up here. North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, it's coming. Get your pipes ready. Insulate your pipes up there, folks. I know nobody up there sees this. Hardly anybody does, but I'm telling you, it's coming up there. It is coming. So let's go forward. Now you see what I mean. Now watch. It's coming, okay? But see, it starts, that last frame. See how that kind of just sat there? This Southeast Ridge is trying like heck to hold its ground. It's really trying. You can see it. It's Florida. You're baking. You're in good shape down there. I miss all my Florida people. Gary, you know what I'm talking about. You're down there. Yeah, I just gave Gary a shout. But as we go out, we just got to see how this sets up now. As we get further out, the Euro does try to bring. Look at Iowa. Ugh. I mean, this is just cold air, folks. This entire section of the country is going to go much colder than normal. That is a given. How cold we go is the question. Okay? How cold Indiana actually makes it. How far southeast this makes it is the question. Will this Southeast Ridge hold up, or will it buckle down like it's showing here? We will know more in the future. This is 228 hours out, okay? But I'm telling you right now, this up here, it's going to try to come down. So, anyway, you've been warned about the cold after December 8th, okay? After December 8th, in between December 8th and in between December 8th and Christmas, looks very cold. So there you go. I was going to show the Canadian, but I'm going to go to the GFS. I want to show you guys something really quick. I want to talk about our snow possibilities here and something that's caught my eye. Okay, here's our storm right here. I'm going back to December 4th. Here's our low right here, going up that way. Okay, here's the warm air advection. We are clearly on the warm side of this storm. Once the models, I'll give you this hint, folks. Any of you look at models. Once the models start out on the solution west of our area, they usually stay out there. It's when you see these models start on a storm system that's east of us is when it has a tendency to seep back further west, northwest. Because what happens is these lows don't get sampled. The energy does not get sampled enough, and when it doesn't get sampled on the West Coast when it crashes on, and these models underestimate the strength of these storms. And always, a stronger storm, say it's going to be a 999 millibar low, say it ends up being, it starts strengthening, the model starts seeing it, it starts strengthening 10 millibars lower, well, that causes it to shunt further northwest, okay? That's why we always want to see these storms start out here, because they almost always get pushed back. Sometimes they end up to be nor'easters out to the east, but sometimes they get shunted back this way. Okay, this storm right here is gone. I do not see snow. Snow next week, I don't think so. It's too far west. This would be a true miracle if this thing ended up moving this far east and giving us snow. So I think this is a foregone conclusion. This is rain next week, and hopefully not severe weather, but the potential for severe weather is there. Let me go. This is hour 126, but something I want to show you here. Okay, this is 138, 156. The GFS is trying to build this cold air in too. Here it is, 504. I think this is below zeros up here again. Here it comes. You can see it coming down in here. Okay, remember the 540 is your freezing line. GFS isn't quite as robust, it doesn't seem, which is quite shocking to me, because usually the GFS is gung-ho. The thing that this might help with, okay, here's a big ridge of high pressure out here. This could, let me go to we're 192 hours out. If these zones, you see this 540 line, you see this 546 line, these storms that form in the south will always ride in between these two thickness lines. They will not, I repeat, they will not buckle up they will not penetrate an air mass as cold as this. That's not the way they work. These systems are lazy. They seek out the laziest path. They want the warm air advection to feed them from the south. They want the north, and then they want to wrap. These lows spin counterclockwise. Then they want to wrap this colder air around them. So if this sets up like this, and we get into a true battle zone, and we can get a southern storm to come up this way, we will be in good shape. Okay, I'm talking after the 8th into Christmas. Now, if this cold air barrels down further, if this 540 line makes it, say, down into here to Mississippi, right down here, you can forget it, folks. We won't get a southern storm. It will get suppressed east, like that right there, okay? And the only hope we'll have for snow is clippers that come from up here that barrel down into this cold air anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, that's why I try to tell you guys, if it gets you don't want it too cold. If you see highs in the low 20s, we're in trouble. I mean, we're talking thickness lines are right around in here. We're talking thickness lines that shoot the 540 line all the way down into here. You don't want to see it. This is where I like to see the 540 line, because you start getting your southern storms. This is interesting right here, but I don't think it's anything. You start getting your southern storms, and they will buckle up into here. And the ideal track we want is about right through here, right through central Kentucky, right through central Ohio, and 150, 200 miles to the west of that low is where your best snows will be. So, remember, it's simple, guys and gals. You want to see highs in the 30s. You want to see highs in the mid-20s to the mid-30s for our best snow. If you see highs lower than 25, you can forget it. We're not going to get a southern storm. The only chance we'll have is clippers, because southern storms will just get shunted out east, because they will not try to penetrate up into this cold air. If this cold air shoots down like this, they will not do it. So, talk too long again. I'm at 14 minutes. Hopefully you made it through this. Just keep watching. A lot of good people will update you on severe weather next Thursday if need be. I am watching it, so I will talk at you later. Everyone have a great week.